Bam
Never,
Bam
ever.
Bigelow was in it for a bit. The Sandman,
Mind you, that nigga's tatted on his fucking dome skin.
never. Bam Bam.
That nigga's tatted on his skull, nigga. That's skin. That's brain. What? That's skin wrapped around his skull, which is wrapped around his brain. And he still made the decision to tattoo it.
Bigelow was in it.
And he still gave himself a widow's peak. How you do that? How you manage that? It's another reaction video, but today we got a video from ProGraps. It's called The Beauty of Aesthetic in Wrestling, a retrospective. Now, aesthetic means a ton in professional wrestling. You have to have an image, a look to you that the people can just vibe with naturally. It doesn't take a lot of excess for people to fuck with you, just based off your character, how they look, and how they talk. And to have an aesthetic about you, we talking Batista, we talking John Cena, we talking Rey Mysterio, we talking Jeff Hardy, we talking niggas like those, Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, Kane. But let's go ahead and get into the video, man. The beauty of aesthetic in wrestling, a retrospective.
What's going on, people? It's me, ProGraps, your favorite wrestling stick figure YouTuber here. And if y'all ain't seen my last vid, come on down and be a ProGrap.
This video will be in the description.
Exclusive.
Just want to let y'all know.
I lied.
Video channel will be in the description.
Early is what I meant to say. Exclusive polls, so you could decide what videos come next. And if you just want to support your boy, I would deeply appreciate it. But look, okay, we jumping right into the vid. No more dilly-dally. Hi, my name's Adrian, and I like wrestling.
Me too, Adrian. Okay. We getting into the,
So as of late, I've been on the internet, my Twitter, my TikToks, my Instagrams, and I've been seeing these, I don't even know what to call, I'm sure there's a proper term for it, but like I've been seeing these wrestling highlight videos, basically.
Yes.
You don't know what I'm talking about. Pretty much, it's a wrestler's highlight reel,
so
or just like a match highlight reel with a hard ass song over it. And really tough edits. Okay, if you know, you know. And these videos have been all over my.
If you're not a fan of wrestling, I suggest you watch some of these edits, bro. You instantly go become a fan of some of these guys.
Page, on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, I love them. Right, I think they're fire to watch as a fan of the wrestlers in the videos.
Super fire.
But even to introduce someone that doesn't know wrestling into the sport of it. The song choices too that I've been seeing are either hard as fuck bangers or just funny ass songs that fit.
Yes.
Especially them MF Doom ones, man. Those Doom ones, they do something to me, man. They do something to me. They MF my Doom.
What?
They make my PP butt. These videos fit my criteria of what we're talking about today, ladies and gentlemen, okay? And that is aesthetic in pro wrestling. Look at that thumbnail. All right, I spent,
for the record, that thumbnail is fucking amazing.
time making that beauty. That shit hard. Just like your boy.
Shout out Cultaholic too, bro. Shout out Cultaholic. Wrestling with regret. What's that? I don't know what that is. I don't watch a lot of, you know what I'm saying?
Showtime. Shouts out my brother, I enjoy Garfield.
I don't watch a lot of
making that fire ass Scorsese transition, bro. Yeah, holla at him. I enjoy Garfield. Link down below. Go. Damn, he got that shit on.
What is this? What region of the world are we in? Japan? We in Japan? I'm seeing from the corner right there. Are we in Japan? This is Kenny Omega. What the fuck? What is this?
Look, right? Okay, I'll cut straight to the chase. Boom. This is beauty.
Okay.
Magnificent.
You say beauty,
glorious.
I say ass.
If this is Megan Fox in the second Transformers movie, and
I actually couldn't see the title that he was holding up on the in the right hand. So I don't know whether that shit was good or ass. Let me see again. That looks like the WWE title, but it looks white. I know it's blackstrap though. So he was WWE champion and US title champion. I wasn't around in this era. I had stopped watching because around this time, Vince was still trying to force Roman down our throats. I don't fuck with it. I never fuck with that at all. I hated it. I hated it with, oh man, the complete passion of the Christ. That's what I hated with. That's what I hated Roman's reign with. Shit.
magnificent, glorious. If this is Megan Fox in the second Transformers movie and I'm 9-year-old me, then I'm on my Google Gaga shit. I need it. Wrestling gears are such a big piece of what makes wrestlers memorable.
Okay, you talking about the gear. The
Screw
gear
the modern day
fire.
fan.
The gear's fire.
Wrestling gears are a big part of what attracts casuals to wrestlers off rip, I feel like. You know, if you take someone to a wrestling show and they don't watch it, the only thing they're going to pay attention to is, one, what are they doing? And two, what are they wearing? And 9 times out of 10, what they're wearing is going to be what the casual notices off rip.
That's a fact. For the record, Bianca said the reason she has that long braid in her hair is because she knows if a new fan was sitting in the crowd looking at everybody that's in the ring that night, they're going to remember her based off that braid. And be like, who was that girl with the long ass braid? That is real. That is realistic. That is dead ass marketing. And that's how you do it. Like in the wrestling industry. And I fuck with that heavy, bro. It's so smart. It's very smart.
Why is this 7-foot man wearing a dominatrix outfit? Why is this bald, energetic man in an Olympic fit? Which, by the way, side note, this match is fucking awesome.
I gotta watch this shit. I've been seeing this shit go around for the past couple of days now, maybe 2. I have to watch this match. I have to see what these people are talking about. It just seems like they pulled a random match out of nowhere and said, man, yo, y'all keep talking about matches. We forgetting about this one, and I gotta watch it.
5 grabs out of 5 if you haven't seen it. Why is this marine-like figure in jorts?
Oh yeah,
honestly, that one doesn't really fit my next point.
It doesn't.
I think they were just in style.
I don't think he fits any point.
Wrestling gears and outfits should help tell the story of the characters themselves.
Clothing, I don't think he fits.
They're kind of like a costume for an actor in a movie, right? If your gimmick is this deranged guy that's psychotic and insane, I'm not gonna have him come out in a wife beater and jeans. I don't know, that's just me. I do think though, a perfect example of gear that helped elevate the characters gotta be the Shield, right? They came out in these bulletproof vests, and all black tactical gear with boots, and this dope ass like half a skull mask shit that just made them feel like an elite, dangerous SWAT.
But now they're doing it again with Dark State. I don't like that. It's like movies of today, man. Y'all motherfuckers got no ideas, no nothing. The last great idea seems like it was In and Out. I mean, Inside Out. And y'all already did 2 of them. So now where does the plan go? Like, y'all so ass in Hollywood, man. Y'all suck. Y'all actually suck. Your brains don't work. You focus on, man, yeah, fuck it. I'm talking too much. So fuck it.
Helped them feel more scarier and even more threatening. And this is the story they wanted to tell with this shit.
Shout out to Boogeyman.
Wrestling gear can even play a part.
But there you go, right there, Inside and Out.
Right. Do you guys remember the Daniel Bryan and Wyatt storyline?
Or Inside Out.
Like 2013, 2014-ish. Damn,
I was in middle school,
10,
bro.
11 years ago. Damn,
I was in middle school.
Brand Brody leave.
Thanks.
That's so tragic, man. So tragic. But pretty much, Daniel Bryan joined the Wyatts, and he wore this great outfit that, you know, it symbolized him with the Wyatts. And it was a long storyline, but he finally turned face again in this steel cage match against Bray Wyatt. And what represented him turning face? Daniel Bryan stripping in the middle of the ring, and he had his babyface gear under and got the pop of a decade from it. And this is just a good example of storytelling through outfits and gear. There's a million other examples, you know, of gear propelling storytelling, right? CM Punk's best match in AEW, don't at me, was the dog collar match against MJF. And what was a big part of it? CM Punk's Ring of Honor gear coming out. Like, what? This man had the theme song, the presentation, the gear, peak wrestling aesthetic, dog. The story of Punk having to dig deep in his past into becoming the devil he used to be in order to fight this new devil, and the storytelling. Oh.
See, it's like, I know that Punk had a great feud with MJF. I just don't know why I don't want to watch it. I don't know what it is. It might just be my hatred for Punk. It's just like, I don't see the hype. And right there, I see like the dichotomy of man. I see everybody on the internet love CM Punk. Oh, CM Punk this, CM Punk that. I don't get it. Ever since I've been watching that nigga since he been in WWE. I haven't watched him since ECW because I was like fucking 4, 5. But when I watched him in WWE, I watched the whole straight edge shit. Him cutting himself bald, trying to get a group of people around him, including Luke Gallows and shit. I don't care. I don't care. That shit seems so fucking lame to me.
like the story that was being told through just the gear alone just added another element to the match, man. And AEW, in my opinion, they got a lot, and I mean a lot, of really dope gears and a lot of shitty, the fuck you took this out the closet for type. Like, what? Look, I fuck with Eddie Kingston respectfully, and his gear now is okay, but holy shit, when he came out with this, I wanted Jon Moxley to beat the shit out of him. This fit is garbage, brother. And I'm glad he switched it up.
Jon Moxley.
Now his gear is pretty tough. When shit gets serious, he pulls out the two straps like 06 Kurt, banger. But y'all know who don't miss? Mr. Tiger Style, Lee Moriarty, bro. Lee Moriarty has some of my favorite wrestling attires.
I don't watch AEW. Who's this guy?
Now, yes, I am a little bit biased, okay? If you have any MF Doom reference in your gear, Prograps is gonna pop. Shouts out Bronson Reed. But look, the mask he comes out with, tough. The puffer jacket, tough. The shorts, tough. 5 graps out of 5.
That's cool, but like, why he take the mask off? I don't know. When I make my character in WWE 2K, I'm just like, if I want him to have a mask on during the whole match, I'm just going to leave the mask on. I ain't finna take it off. But you know what? Aesthetic. It's all for aesthetic. Shout out to him.
Fit right here, not gonna lie. Lee Moriarty is one of those guys to me who has the perfect wrestling aesthetic. And here's what I mean. Everything from his gear,
I feel like Montez has that,
to his moveset fits him perfectly. And in my opinion, it's dope as fuck. And look, if you're a wrestler and you're watching this, if you have any type of link with hip hop or underground rap with your aesthetic overall, Prograps is gonna pop for you. And it's not just Lee Moriarty, okay? One of my favorite wrestlers is one of my favorite wrestlers just for his aesthetic alone. For those that don't know who I'm talking about Mr. Bows and forearms to the back of your neck, discus big boots. Who's your hero? Mr. Chris freaking Hero, one of my goats.
Hey, I ain't know he was still wrestling. This is my first time seeing him. Like, every time I see Chris Hero, he's skinny and there's some old footage. I didn't even know he was still wrestling, bro. Or if he's not still wrestling, like, I never knew he got that big. He got a dad bod, you know what I mean?
For those that do not know, Chris Hero, your favorite wrestler's favorite wrestler. Chris Hero has by far the dopest wrestling aesthetic to me. Okay, I ain't talking about Cassius Ohno. That shit never happened. Chris Hero never made it to WWE. Don't know what y'all talking about. Chris Hero to me is a prime example of how a wrestler's attire could really make a person connect with them and just become a fan. When I first found out about Chris Hero, which shouts out to the homie Phoenix Nitro, there was an old video years ago where I saw him mention him and I looked him up and that's how I got into Chris Hero. But Chris Hero has wrestling gear that honestly, if I was a wrestler, I'd want my gear like his. I'm not gonna lie.
That's cool.
First off, banger.
That's cool.
I ain't even a Bulls fan.
That's cool.
Banger. This USA basketball one,
that's cool.
Banger. This man got a Duke wrestling attire.
Oh, by the way, all this shit is older than all of the footage that I've seen him in. I've never seen him at this age before, where he just looks bigger. Like, I've never seen this. And during this era, during this time period, if he's still doing it today, I don't know. He's tapped in with culture. It ain't even black culture, it's just culture in general. That shit fire. That shit cool as hell.
This shit is hard. Now look, if you don't know, Prograps is a little bit of a fashionista myself, okay? And I'm a person that could appreciate a good fit. Like, come on, bro. I'm sorry. Merch, stupid. Unironically, I'm recording this video in a Chris Hero t-shirt. I'm not gonna lie. Merch, stupid. Theme song, dumb. Moveset, silly. Fuck is y'all talking about? Chris Hero is that dude, and I won't hear otherwise. Cause Chris Hero ain't nothing to fuck with.
Y'all got some
like,
Chris Hero content
bro.
for me to react to, bro. Drop it in the comment
wrestling
section, bro.
Aesthetic,
Drop a link.
I can't even hold you.
Drop
Mr.
a link.
Pay-per-view, Mr. 5-star himself, Rob Van Dam. RVD to me is probably the coolest wrestler of all time. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this man in ECW, coolest wrestler to ever lace boots. This man had the whole arena with him every time he came out. The entrance,
yeah, but you can't just say him and not mention Jeff.
But just the one night stand entrance against Cena, man, and this man came out to the crowd like theater reactions to Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire in No Way Home. Okay, by the way, second greatest theater experience to Endgame. All right, if you know, you know. theme song, silly, moveset, dumb,
One of a kind.
swagger, grabby. RVD's moveset alone,
Yeah.
got probably more swag than any other wrestler.
One
all
like
time.
no
I'm not gonna
other.
lie. Like there's levels to the wrestling aestheticness, and RVD is grabby tier easily. Another guy, Samoa Joe, cool as shit. I ain't even gotta say more. Just cool ass guy. This flick of him with the titles, grabby off the charts. Now, one guy I ain't gonna talk too much on just because everybody knows, you know, of course, Jeff Hardy, probably on the same level of RVD to a lot of people. Not me though. You know, me personally, I was more of a Matt Hardy guy. You know, the one gimmick, the big ass.
This is the first dude I've ever heard be more of a Matt Hardy guy. I've never heard of that in my fucking life. Someone is more, they fucked with Matt Hardy more than they fucked with Jeff? Why? Why? I know, I hope he explains it. Why?
Cargo pants, you know, that's just me though. Now it's not just gear that matters, okay? I know, I've been yapping for what 10 minutes now about wrestling gear and outfits, but presentation matters just as much, maybe even more, honestly.
So how? So why? I listen. That's a whole nother discussion.
We gonna get into that now.
Discussion.
But just a quick word from our sponsors.
Sponsors? I ain't got one, so.
Song,
know what I mean?
Shit is so fire. That would have mattered. Specifically,
know what I mean? Know what I mean? Know what I mean? Know what I mean?
That just add that it feeling to wrestling. You know what I'm saying, man?
Wait, what's he talking about?
I'm
so confused.
Bounty is programs.
What was the ad?
The rest of the moment.
Goodbye.
Okay.
All right, now look, I know this is a moment we've all been waiting for, okay? What is Prograp's the wrestler's aesthetic, you asked? Well, I'm glad to tell you.
Go ahead.
Prograp's theme song, for copyright reasons, is Boom, Bound to Yourself by Plus, because I own the song, but my theme song would probably be Once Upon a Time by Denzel Curry and IDK. That shit is so hard. Hip hop at its finest.
Y'all go listen to it.
What is Prograp's?
I'm not gonna play it.
What is the vibe when he comes out? Is he a bad guy? A good guy?
Go ahead.
The guy? Well, boom, he comes out with a mask. What kind of mask? A fucking course, the goddamn Doom mask.
Okay.
Baseball jersey, specifically the black and blue Mets one, because that shit is so crisp.
Okay.
Have it say Graps on the back, number 18. Let me get the Samoa Joe shorts and boots, and boom. This right here, this beauty you guys are witnessing is the next world champion.
Damn, that nigga a jobber. That nigga a jobber. This fit is not memorable. This shit look way better in my head. Oh God, this is a jobber fit, my nigga. Only thing you got is the mask. That's it. If you wasn't wearing the mask, nigga, you cooked. And I'm talking about they gonna save you for when they get to New York. they gonna save you for when they get to New York. And LA Knight needs somebody to be easy. Oh my God. That's exactly what's gonna happen, bro. Holy shit. That's funny as fuck.
Of your favorites company. I don't know. Okay, so
that's funny, bro.
I don't fucking know. That wasn't gonna be the video. I just freestyled saying that shit and fuck it up. I'm fucking up. I'm leaving the video. Now, of course, man. You know,
just say what you feel.
For
say
the aesthetics we have now, right? You know, well, I just wanted to touch on some quick iconic wrestling aesthetics that just add that it feeling to wrestling.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, man?
Who you
Rey
got?
Mysterio's mask,
For sure.
all-timer sexy.
For sure.
300,000 and
For sure.
40.
I was looking at Lucha Mask last night on the website. I'm like, yo, when I stream, them bitches gonna be in the background. You don't know how many Lucha Masks I'm gonna have in the background. And you gonna ask me, who is that person? Who is that person? I'm gonna say, I don't know, but I just know that them niggas look cool when they wrestle. because the masks look cool. That's all I need. That's all I need to know.
There's a lot of masks. This one's sexy.
Man.
Macho Man's whole fit, respectfully,
Yeah.
is the epitome of professional wrestling.
Yeah.
Because it's just the right mix of bravado and over the topness.
Facts.
And fucking goofy, honestly. Like, I love it. If you see a man wearing this in Times Square, though, you gonna think he's one of the mascots that just wants to take a picture with you for an unreasonable amount of money.
That nigga's a crackhead.
Also, side note, if you're not from New York and you're watching this, please don't take pics with the mascots in Times Square. Have them smell, and they're gonna charge you a PS5, especially Alvin. One wrestler, though, that is one of the goats of this aestheticness, this aura, whatever you want to call it.
Stone Cold?
Hayabusa. Oh,
you know, I might be stupid, but I might just be young. And I think it's the latter. I haven't watched a Hayabusa match. If y'all want to put me on a Hayabusa, let me know. Was Hayabusa ever in WCW? I have a 3-disc set that I've watched at least 3 times. I never seen this guy. I've seen Jushin Liger. I don't know who this guy is, though. If y'all got something for me to react to about Hayabusa, put me on. I be hearing about him a lot. I want to learn. I want to learn as much as I can.
my God. From the iconic mask to the pants to his moveset, which is one of the greatest in my opinion. Hayabusa is the epitome of fucking cool in wrestling, okay?
Yo,
Hayabusa wasn't in ECW besides his tag match, which if I'm wrong, y'all can let me know. But honestly, all of ECW from the late 90s to the early 2000s is the coolest wrestling promotion of all time. I don't care, bro.
That's a fact.
From it being not only the coolest promotion of all time.
It was niggas just doing whatever the fuck they wanted to do, and they was being themselves. That made it cool. Sandman, you know good and damn well that nigga gets drunk every Saturday, Sunday. I don't know when they had to wrestle, but I'm saying on the weekends, you know that nigga was drunk. Hey, he was drunk and smoking a cigarette to prevent getting too drunk so he can drink more.
Time to ever exist, in my opinion. Just like look at their style they had, okay, from their rings to the pay-per-view names, which as much as they may be a product of built their time period, okay,
for
this shit is cool.
And for
but the coolest shit to me about ECW is the roster. My God, RVD, Sabu, who's fucking one of the coolest, just most awesome wrestlers of all time. Tommy Dreamer, Raven, one of my favorites, fucking Taz, who was awesome as shit. From the edges with the towel on, Solo Sikoa could never. Bam Bigelow was in it for a bit. The Sandman,
mind you, that nigga's tatted on his fucking dome skin.
Never. Bam.
That nigga's tatted on his skull, nigga. That's skin. That's brain. What? That's skin wrapped around his skull, which is wrapped around his brain. And he still made the decision to tattoo it.
Bigelow was in it.
And he still gave himself a widow's peak. How you do that? How you manage that?
For a bit, the Sandman, the Dudleys, even got Chris Jericho. Shouts out Joey Styles, and I'm sure there's a lot more I just can't think of right now off the top of my head. But ECW's roster is the coolest of all time in my opinion. Just swag, aura, grappiness,
real shit.
And ECW in the 90s honestly could be a video of its own, and I might fuck around and make it. I don't know.
You better have. I think this video is made like 2 months ago. But ECW is just one of the coolest promotions all around of all time. All right, the crowd erupting anytime Taz and Sabu got in the ring when they were telling that story is one of the coolest shits of all time to me. You know, and Taz and Sabu, two of the coldest motherfuckers and coolest and grappiest to ever do it. My God, the icy blue mat with the black and purple. Like y'all think niggas took shit. Y'all think niggas took shit serious in WWE locker rooms? Y'all see how these motherfuckers operated in the ring. You think these motherfuckers wasn't super serious in the other ECW had no parts with WWF at the time, WWE, whatever you want to call it. No parts. It was just its own promotion until Vince McMahon bought it and then made it ass in like 07, 08, maybe even 06. He might have bought it in 06. It was between that range of 06 and 08. The nigga bought it, made it terrible. Just because it had some competition. It being WWE. WWE had some competition. He bought the bitch, made it ass, made Paul Heyman, who created ECW, made Paul Heyman relegated to be a manager for the rest of his rest of his lifetime, working with WWE as a punishment. Tried to relegate that man to a manager, and he became the best manager there ever is, ever was, and ever will be. Like, come on, bro. You can't stop greatness. You can't stop greatness no matter how much bullshit you shove in front of it. Greatness will be greatness.
ECW logo on the aprons. This shit is so fire. My God. If we gonna talk about wrestling aesthetic, ECW in the 90s, goated. And yeah, guys, this was my PG Yap session on the beauty of pro wrestling aesthetic. Look, y'all already know what to do. Like the video. Is there a helicopter outside my crib?
Y'all like the video already?
I don't know who the fuck is getting swatted near my crib, but there's a helicopter. Okay, you already know what to do. Like the video. Comment below if you didn't agree with me, and if you did, drop a comment for who you think is the coolest wrestler of all time to you. All right, join the Grappy Cord, first link in the description below. We be watching pay-per-views, talking sports, music, bullshit. It's a vibe. Pop out. And last but not least, y'all, subscribe to your boy, man. We on the road to 2K. And do I have any other announcements? Oh yeah, I plan on dropping at least 2 videos a month. At least 2, you know what I'm saying? New year, new PG schedule.
That's how I be feeling, but listen. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, do what he said, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and fuck with him. Like I said, the video is in the description. My channel, right here. Drop a like on the video for me, fuck nigga. Before you leave, I appreciate it. You stayed this long. You like the video, so like the video, subscribe if you fuck with the vibe. And I'ma catch y'all in the next one, my nigga.